internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world.
XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours of Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. I can't believe how well everything is playing out. And in today's episode, you're going to see exactly where things are headed and exactly how Ripple and XRP are positioned to become one of the most important pieces to the next financial evolution, okay? This is remarkable. You gotta hear what was just dropped today, okay? I mean, first up, let's talk about, I'm probably gonna butcher this, Société Générale Forge, okay? This isn't just a bank. This is not just a bank. This is a financial, like the titan with over 160 years of legacy. 160 years. We're talking about one of the most established, highly respected institutions in Europe, choosing XRP Ledger to deploy its Euro MiCA compliant stablecoin. This isn't a side project, folks. This is the top 3 French bank laying down roots in the XRP ecosystem. Let that sink in. And on their website, listen to this part right here, right? Bridging the gap between capital markets and digital assets. And remember this mini clip that we just covered 2 days ago. And I got a whole video coming up on this. It's just, I got to put it together very well so you guys understand it to the T. But remember what he said here, right? So bridging the gap between capital markets and digital assets. And this is BNY Mellon, and we know Ripple is working with BNY Mellon.
We kind of look at things from the perspective of like capital markets infrastructure, right? So if you're able to, utilize, blockchain technology to enable the faster posting of collateral, for example, or if you're able to shorten settlement times, if you're able to, reduce costs because of those shortened settlement times.
What are the odds? So this stablecoin that they're coming out with, called EuroCV, it's a euro-backed stablecoin that will be issued on the XRP ledger using Ripple's advanced custody solutions, including tech from Matico, which Ripple recently acquired, remember, for $250 million, I believe, and they're already providing secure institutional-grade services. And Société Générale isn't just picking XRP randomly, right? They're tapping into a network with proven reliability, proven scalability, and of course, massive liquidity. This stablecoin will benefit from the XRP ledgers thriving. This is going to get tremendously, this community of stablecoins is going to get tremendously rapidly. It's going to be massive. Okay, this growth we're about to see is going to be incredible. And get this multi-chain approach is set to fully launch in 2025. So again, every single price movement you're seeing right now is just based off of speculation. And this is perfectly calculated. Like, what a powerful move. And now let's take a quick look at the competition, right? They state that they're with Ethereum, Solana, and a few others are in the mix, right? But when it comes to institutional grade 24/7 reliability, it's XRP that's showing, that kind of rock solid stability institutional like Société Générale needs. And Solana crashes, and that's not going to fly with billion-dollar institutions, billions in transaction volume on a daily basis. For them, reliability isn't optional. You need to understand that. It's mandatory. And Société Générale picking XRP, that's a signal to the world that XRP is built for high-stakes institutional action. And we have yet to see anything yet. And before we get into Trump's tax, outlook for crypto, it's just remarkable. Don't forget what the IMF said. This is very, very important. Remember, we just talked about Ripple being the custody. Listen to this PDF that was put together for regulating the crypto ecosystem stablecoin arrangements. To further address the risk of conflict of interest, custodians should be regulated and independent. Independent third-party custodians like Ripple play a key role in ensuring safety and proper investment of the reserve assets and need to be regulated accordingly. And who is the highest level, regulated in this crypto ecosystem? To the highest level, you could pretty much label them, right? And then if you guys remember the trust bridges and money flows, remember, this is all them learning. This is all making everything public, and only a few will grasp onto this information. The paper ends with a suggested global marketplace to trade tokenized money directly across borders. And they were very, very direct on how they approach this. They put out an example, a direct exchange between coins in a A-B currency. So A being USD, B being, CAD, Canadian. However, another model for this marketplace to gravitate toward trading fewer currency pairs. For instance, a third currency, they bring a third currency into the mix, and they're calling it the C currency. Could become the vehicle currency, and we know XRP is that bridge, aka the vehicle currency on the marketplace. In this case, person I would trade A currency, I would trade my US currency for the C currency, which is the bridge currency, XRP in this scenario, or other potential coins out there, but wait until you see why XRP is going to be the most used one. So you trade your A currency for C currency through one market maker, which in turn then turn to another market maker to trade the C currency, which I just traded my A to C, for the B currency. So XRP would be traded for the receiver currency, right? The B currency. Pause the screen, read it if you have to, and when you read it, it's going to be amazing. And why XRP is going to be the most used one, in my opinion, without a doubt, is because of its deep liquidity. Liquidity in the foreign exchange market is a key factor of success.
And it comes back to, use cases like payments, where you think about, traditional use cases, and there's real need for foreign exchange there. So I do think that we'll see new forms of fiat currency turned into stable coins.
The currency pairs traded on the marketplace will naturally gravitate to those offering the most liquidity. And you guys know the pathfinding on the XRP ledger that gravitates to the most liquid assets and the best fees, right? What makes the most sense. Again, liquidity in the foreign exchange market is a key factor of success. The currency pairs traded on the marketplace will naturally gravitate to those offering most liquidity. This is right in front of you. And this has been long in the making. But now let's talk about the bombshell of Trump. I mean, this is ridiculous. Trump is floating around a proposal that could make the US a crypto paradise. And we know Dubai is a paradise. We know El Salvador is a paradise. And they're trying to create a level playing field. And you never know. In the next coming years, we're going to see a lot of stuff take place that we couldn't have even imagined of. And for this to even be out there, and it is legitimate, the source is legitimate. It has not even been turned down yet by Trump or anybody. It's coming from Sean on X, and he's a member of the WEF and also the UN. And just take a listen to what's going on here, okay? Let me kind of give you a little understanding of what's happening. He's considering a 0% capital gain tax on US-based crypto assets like XRP, Bitcoin. Imagine that, a 0% capital gain tax. Now, I don't care where you stand politically. I mean, this is a game changer for crypto adoption. It means that your gains, your trades, everything you've invested in can stay in your pocket. Think of the implications no tax cut, no IRS penalties. It's like opening the floodgates for retail investors and institutions alike. You know, I mean, this is absolutely incredible. For them to even propose this, you guys understand that they're going to take this crypto ecosystem to a whole other level that we cannot even fathom. And in the next coming weeks and months, 2025 is going to be a very, very monumental year for every single one of us that have been accumulating for the past years. Time is against you. I'm being serious when I say that. The little, ups and downs you're seeing in the markets right now is so bullish. Just look at it. Every time you see the markets go crazy and come right back down, look at it like a volcano waiting to erupt and it's just boiling. Okay, and this is what's happening right now. These little retracements of 6% to the downside, 10% to the downside. Guess what? You're going to see double the amount coming back in terms of percentage gains. And when Bitcoin cools off, these altcoins, remember when I'm telling you this, I don't want to live rent free in your head and you didn't take action. They're going to go crazy. And if you're waiting for, major dip, do not wait. I'm telling you right now, do not wait. So let's connect the dots because this isn't just hype. This is the financial revolution taking shape right before our eyes. On one hand, you've got Société Générale, a 160-year-old bank, bringing their euro-backed stablecoin to the XRP ledger, leveraging Ripple's robust custody solution, institutional grade. And then on the other hand, we have a potential 0% capital gain tax in the US that could unlock just insane amount of market participants coming into this ecosystem. I mean, this combination is the perfect storm. And setting XRP up to be the bridge between traditional finance and the crypto world on a global scale, it's just incredible. Like, words cannot describe it. So this is where the future of finance is unfolding, folks. The pieces are coming together right now, and those who see it, who understand it, are positioned to make the most of this once-in-a-lifetime shift. Again, once-in-a-lifetime shift. So again, history is in the making. And for every single one of you guys that have been, on this ride, things are going to get crazy. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Very, very bullish that they're even announcing this now, right? I mean, this has been all in the making for a very long time behind the scenes. And when you guys heard the BNY Mellon earlier executive talking about bridging the gap pretty much between capital markets and digital assets, right? They're expecting for a big boom. And they have been waiting for this moment. And it's finally about to go down. And 2025, you can't even make this up. And I mean, now you got aliens. They're coming out and confirming aliens are real. I mean, we already knew that from the get-go, 100% that aliens were real. And I remember when I used to say that, I got a little bit of backlash, obviously, by the peasants. It makes absolute. Can you imagine like sitting at the other end of the keyboard and denying that aliens are not real? That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. It blows my mind that there's people out there that exist. But again, they got to wait until the government tells them, that they're real. And because the government are the ones that tell the truth every single day, right? So anyways, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, 99% of the conspiracies out there that people say they're conspiracies are all facts. They are all facts. And XRP going to $100 is going to happen 100%. Okay? I mean, indisputable. You cannot dispute math. And we've done many, many calculations here. So we're just at the beginning of something monumental. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below of Trump's 0% tax capital gains and also a 160-year-old giant coming on board. I mean, let's just take a listen to, and we'll end it off here, what the chief revenue officer said here from Société Générale. The XRP ledger is the ideal platform to complement our existing deployments due to the combination of speed and cost efficiency. Our decision to launch the stablecoin This stablecoin on this blockchain was driven by our desire to offer next generation compliant digital assets that promote transparency, security, and scalability. Incredible. And again, do not sit there and try to dispute that Ethereum and Solana are better than the XRP ledger, because you can't. You cannot. Please understand that, folks. Don't even waste your time. If you see anybody that tries to dispute that Solana and Ethereum are better than the XRP ledger, and I'm not coming from a XRP maxi perspective, I'm just coming from facts, okay? Understand that, please. You have unpredictability within Ethereum. That is a fact. Solana is just goes down more than your life. So you cannot even make that stuff up. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys, and we'll be back with another video.
In the discussions, it's simply about material, or is there discussion about it was previously testified that there was biologics that were collected. Are you aware of any of that?
I am, sir, aware of the reporting that biologics have been recovered. Again, my focus was more nuts and bolts, looking at the physical aspects of these phenomenon, how they interacted around military equities and nuclear equities. So I'm certainly not a medical expert. I would not be able to probably provide you a whole lot of value in that, simply because I don't have the expertise.
But was anything described as that we have possession of bodies?
Yes.
We have is it multiple types of creatures, or?
Sir, I couldn't answer that. I can tell you anecdotally that it was discussed quite a bit when I was at the Pentagon. The problem is the supposed collection of these biological samples occurred before my time, in fact, before I was even born.
And was this part of the Lockheed Martin discussion, or was this the biologics is a completely separate?
Separate yet related.
Okay. Has anyone made contact?
Sir, I'm sorry, could you specify?
Has there been any, to your knowledge, any communication with a non-human life form?
So the term communication is a bit of a trick word, because there's verbal communication like we're having now. The problem is you also have nonverbal communication. And so I would say definitively yes, but from a nonverbal meaning, when a Russian reconnaissance aircraft comes into U.S. airspace, we scramble 2 F-22s, and we are certainly communicating intent and capability. I think the same goes with this. We have these things that are being observed over controlled U.S. airspace, and they're not really doing a good job hiding themselves. They're making it pretty obvious they have the ability to even interfere with our nuclear equities and our nuclear readiness.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.